edge, I peruse. I'm just a haunted. Waiting on my thank you, be grateful that I would even let you watch it.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's time for me. Put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity yourself. Don't make way for a prodigy.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the fastest rising cities in the U.S., the capital city of Austin, Texas. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here. For Austin. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they can't bring him down. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Levis will look to throw on the first play from scrimmage. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. When you look at this defense, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the defense. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. After all of the turnover woes that they had last week, another turnover on the first drive of the game.
And when you dive into the analytics of football, it's real simple. If you're down in turnover margin, you're not going to win very many football games. The best teams always rank in the upper part of the league in terms of turnover margin.
And last week's number for them was 5 turnovers. And as you saw, another one there. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
11 MT, take. 11 MT, take.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
11.
1st down. Here's Burrow. This will be caught inside the 10. And they get it inside the 10 at the
8. 11, Thomas.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal.
11.
And Burrow going to change the play.
11,
They motion the running back out left.
12.
3rd and goal. Burrow. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Aviators take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. But you look at this defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Levis in trouble. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Levis to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Thomas. 12, 12, 12.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
11 mighty. 12, 12, 12. 11 MT.
Now it's Burrow. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Play action now. Levis to the left side and taken in by Chosen. Here comes 3rd down and 7. Levis back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On to the second quarter, Mexico City in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. Down to about the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they... And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough. With a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Levis. That's over the middle, caught by Chosen. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. Here's Levis. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
Well, it's been this negative ways. He just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Fourth down, Levis. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Second and 10. Here's Burrow. It got his man complete. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown! touchdown! Danny Gray, 91 yards. And the Aviators are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Levis now off of play action. He finds Sutton crossing the formation complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a 10-yard pickup and it moves the chains.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Levis to throw off play action. That ball caught. It's chosen. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. This offense finding it. And it's Levis looking to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
That's caught by Chosen. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. Off the play fake, Levis. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line. Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Levis to throw once more. That's into the hands of Chosen. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Third and short, it's Levis toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close, that close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. But they go play action. Here's Levis. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone. Definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
11, mighty. 11.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here we go.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. In motion comes the tight end left. Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. He's going to go up top again. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
12.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to let it go again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this 2nd half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the 1st half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going, so they truly have the control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline, and that is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. 35. And they're going to speed things up here.
11.
Now Burrow on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
11.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
11.
To the air again, Burrow. That is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
11, Thomas.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Got his man, it's Warren. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 with a 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
They gotta go.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Aviators take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
And that's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's 2nd and 10. And Levis going back to the air. Open man, Butler complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Levis back to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Levis throwing for it on 4th. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st down, Levis. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Levis on 3rd down. Open man completes it to Butler. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Levis to throw off play action. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down throw from Levis. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Desperation time now. Here's Levis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 14-yard line.
11 mighty, 11 mighty.
On 2nd down, Burrow. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And now they're in the hurry-up.
11 MT, 11 MT.
1st down, here's Burrow. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 10. Touchdown! A big play there. 58 yards. And the Aviators are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Is up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Levis. This is Butler making the catch. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Levis now off of play action. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
11 Thomas. 11, 11.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
11 MT. 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. The 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. That kind of puts the bow on what has been a complete performance, Charles. They're pitching a shutout on the other side in this offense. They've done their thing well, too.
Yeah, this game has been an all-out effort from them on every snap, and there's a good amount of pride on the line right now. They want to finish what they started. They want this shutout preserved.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes this 35-0 now. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Levis. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
11.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. This will be caught at about the 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, Levis. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
12, 12, 12. 11, Thomas. 11, Mighty. 11, Mighty. Stop.
Here's Burrow. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Meanwhile, Levis's throw taken in by Sutton. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So now on comes the field goal unit here. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. Fans usually love to see scoring, and there's no shortage of it.
Touchdown in the new town already.